Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, 6:37 a.m. I've been collecting records for a couple months now. I don't know that I'm good at it, or if there is being good at it, but there's a record show today. The first big one in our area, I think, since I started collecting. This is the Tampa Bay Record and CD Show. It's at the Sons of Italy in Tampa. And this thing is hyped up. There's somebody that's bringing a bunch of sealed records from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'm talking like a Sgt. Pepper with a hype sticker, I think from Kmart on it. I don't know how much those records are going to go for, but opens at 8 o'clock for early entry. And yeah, I don't know if I'll buy any of those expensive records, but I do want to see them. So off to Tampa we go. The nectar of the gods. Right, so about a half hour early. There's no line or anything. I wasn't sure what it was like for these kind of things, so I'm just gonna chill in the car until 8 o'clock. All right, the coolness is beginning before we even get in the show. Look at this. I'm assuming that's a wrap, but the Battle of Hoth right there. So cool. Car is nuts. Check out the other side. Then you got the heroes on the hood. That's cool. All right, 2 more minutes. We got a little bit of a line. Everybody waiting to get in. It's pretty cool though. They sell you the ticket in advance, so you can get ticketed, and right when 8 o'clock hits, you just pop in there. Start looking for the goodies. We got Joe from Rocket Records. What are you hoping to find today, Joe?
Oh man, I don't know. Any deals, I guess.
Yeah?
Deals, baby, deals.
I heard you shopped all day in Clearwater yesterday.
All day.
What was the best pickup yesterday?
I got a Boston album that I've never seen before. It's a double album, red vinyl. It's I don't know what the hell it is. I haven't even examined it yet.
We are in, looking for the sealed guy, but it doesn't look like he's set up yet. Here's where he's going to be. Looks like the sealed record guy is going to be over there, but it's a pretty big room. A lot of stuff. Where to start? Love some of these vile vinyl, horror, punk, metal, and more. A pretty cool deal here. Records are $3, but if you buy 11 plus records, you get them for $2.50, and if you buy 21 records, you get them at $2. So a lot of good stuff to dig here. Good collection. This could be the best deal at the show. 70s, 80s.
I'll get you the info, but he'll do really well with that shit.
70s opens. I'm just looking through the sealed vinyl. It's wild to see all these old records still sealed up. Yeah, let me show you some. Wow, this is a classic. Classic comedy here. Wow, even with the hype sticker. So cool. Look at this. Rocky Horror. $50, steel sealed. Starting to put the sealed stuff out on the sealed rack. I've only seen part of the show, and I picked up enough records that I don't want to carry them around anymore, so I bought a couple boxes from BCW, and I'm gonna stow some records and then go back in. This is our some assembly required. Heat is no joke, but assembled in round 1 stashed. Back into the show we go. It's kind of wild to see the different storage techniques for the vendors. You know, like these are crated. There's other kind of boxes. It's pretty cool. 2 hours. My pockets are empty. I committed to only spending what I brought. That's good because there's a lot of money spending opportunities there. But yeah, my pockets are empty. My box is somewhat full, and yeah, I'm gonna make the drive home. I did buy 2 albums from the guy that had the sealed stuff. I'm gonna go home and we'll go through the haul. But this was cool. My first record show, and probably not my last. Very cool. Met a lot of great people, and all right, I'm gonna get home, and we'll talk more about it there. All right, so I'm back from the record show. I think I've got my pickups organized in a way that will be interesting. I'm going to save the sealed ones for last. Now, these first 3 records come from the first booth that I went to, and they had a pretty interesting collection of sealed records that were seemingly reasonably priced compared to what I've seen them elsewhere. I finally picked up Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. I wasn't really trying to like get a special pressing of this or anything, so I just was looking for something at a decent price. Iconic album. This was $15. This is another one that's been on my wish list, Nirvana Unplugged. This is a Target exclusive. Again, I wasn't really too bothered by the pressing. I just wanted something to have, and this one was $20. And then I've been looking for Kiss's Dynasty, but that's been a little bit challenging to find, honestly. And really, there's a lot of skippable tracks on Dynasty. I really just wanted a copy of I Was Made for Lovin' You, and I found it on this Kiss Icon record for $15. This is definitely a banger Kiss record. So many hits. And I'm excited to have this, and at least I'll have I Was Made for Loving You on vinyl. Unfortunately, I don't remember all of the people that I talked to there. That's probably one thing I'll have to get better at. I do love the vinyl community, but the next set of records comes from a vendor, and it was pretty cool. He was talking about how all of his records had been professionally cleaned. He had a lot of Japanese pressings. I thought that was cool, but he also had some great prices on some stuff I wanted to add to the collection. First up, The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. This is marked at $14. The other thing I've found out about record shows is a lot of times when you buy multiple items, they're going to give you some sort of price break. By the end of the day, I thought it was just best just to take the pile up to the vendor and then let them tell you a price. And every time I did that, it was always less than if you added the totals together. $14 for The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. This was hard to pass up just because I'm trying to get all 4 of these solo albums from Kiss. This is Gene Simmons' solo album, priced at $8. I'm so excited about this UB40 Labor of Love. As you can see, the sleeve is trashed, but the vinyl is in great shape, and so I just want to hear the music on vinyl. This was one of my favorite cassettes of all time, and was really excited to find this for $3. And then another classic 80s album, the Falco album that has Rock Me Amadeus on it. Yeah, this is a banger. $10. Now, unfortunately, at the discounted booth, I did not find 11 records, so I found 3 records that I paid $3 each for. First up, Steppenwolf's Greatest Hits. It's got Born to Be Wild on it. It's got Magic Carpet Ride. Sleeve's a little trashed, but the vinyl looks good. After it gets a good cleaning, I think it's going to play really well. I double dipped for myself and for my brother of Jay Giles' Freeze Frame. Of course, it has the classic centerfold, and it's got freeze frame on it. This is a good album. I remember having this on cassette, and yeah, at $3, it felt hard to pass up. The sleeves are written on. They're a little not in best shape, but the vinyl looks pretty good. And yeah, copy for me, copy for my brother. Now, this next set of records is from Vinyl Ventures in Claremont in Florida. I talked to the guys there, just threw some questions at them about record collecting and that kind of thing. I want to share that with you first, and after we look at that, then I'll show you what I picked up. I got 3 records from these guys, but let's hear from them first. All right, so we're talking Vinyl Ventures, Claremont, Florida. Henry and James. Look, we all love to collect stuff. How'd you guys get into selling vinyl? Are you collectors first, or?
Collectors, yeah. Oh no, started collecting as a teenager, started working at, I'm from LA, I used to work at like 2 record stores out in California as a teenager in high school and college, and then moved out to Florida, worked at a local record store, and realized that this is all I want to do.
Any tips for new collectors?
Yeah, dig and be open-minded. Like the whole fun of it is learning and discovering new stuff. Like that's really the fun in collecting.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Cool, man. You guys have been super helpful to me today, so I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Go check them out. Absolutely.
Florida Vinyl Venture.
Thank you, guys.
There you go. Super nice guys. And I'm looking forward to the near future, making a trip over to Claremont. It's less than an hour from here to check out their store. But yeah, most of the stuff I picked up, okay, I picked up 2 things from their 80s bin. First up, Rick Springfield's Working Class Dog. This is a classic. It's got Jesse's Girl on it, $10. I also got the La Bamba soundtrack. This may be one of the best movie soundtracks around. So many good songs on this, and such a great movie. That was $15. And then I've been listening to some bossa nova jazz, and they kind of specialize in jazz there. And so I asked for a recommendation, and this is Wayne Shorter, Native Dan, featuring Milton Massimento. I'm probably saying that name wrong, but this was recommended first pressing from 1975. I can't wait to listen to this. It's $25. And so, yeah, I took a flyer on this one, but I'm sure it's going to be a banger. The next albums are from the Vinyl Cowboy. This guy had a ton of Japanese pressings, and look, I'm a sucker for a collection within a collection, so I've been looking to pick up some Japanese pressings with the Obi strip. If you know, you know. I have one record. I have Live at Budokan 2 from Bob Dylan. That's a Japanese record, but I definitely picked up a Japanese record from the Vinyl Cowboy. Let me show you the haul here. First up, Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? This has been on my wish list for a little bit now. There's a lot of great Jimi Hendrix recordings out there, a lot of greatest hits, but I really wanted this one because I like one of the deeper cuts, Love or Confusion. One of my favorite songs of all time. So I was excited to get this. Vinyl's in great condition, $22. Like most record collectors my age, I am trying to get a Beatles collection going. I do not have any copies of Sgt. Pepper, and this is a very good US Capitol Rainbow label. I'm not even sure what that means. I don't know where this is in the paradigm of different pressings, but having a copy of Sgt. Pepper in-house for $18 feels pretty good. So like I said, I've been listening to a lot of bossa nova, and the album that turned me on to it was everybody's recommended Getz Gilberto, and they made a whole series. Thanks to the guys at Vinyl Venture for giving me some education. I left their booth and then I went and found one of the records he was talking about. This is Getz Gilberto number 2, and I actually streamed this on the way back from the show. It's a great record. Excited to get this for $18. And I've rounded out my Men at Work collection. I believe they only put out 3 albums. I did not have this one. This is Men at Work 2 Hearts. Picked that up for $12. And here we go. I'm looking for Rubber Soul and Revolver, and I got Rubber Soul, nice Japanese pressing, the Obi strip. Yeah, this was a little more expensive. This was $65. I think he gave it to me for $55. But all in all, again, when you bring them a stack of records, they give you some sort of discount. But very excited to add this copy of Rubber Soul to the collection. All right, so like I said, toward the end, I was emptying out my pockets. I had $45 left. And right across from where I got the Japanese pressing, there was 2 boxes that said 50% off of all vinyl. I started digging through and I found a couple Bob Dylan classics. First up, from 1964, The Times They Are A-Changin'. Classic record. He had it marked at $50, $25 half off. And then a 1968 vinyl in mint condition, Blonde on Blonde. Very excited to add this to the collection. He had it marked at $35, so both of these records together, half off. Kind of wiped out my last $45, so that was kind of cool. And now let's talk about the guy that had the sealed collection. I talked to him a little bit about the Sgt. Pepper's Beatles record that he had. I'm gonna let him tell that story, and then I'll show you the couple items that I picked up from his booth. The Sgt. Pepper, yeah, it was a Kmart hype sticker. How about that? Where did you get this, or how long ago?
I got it on eBay probably 15 years ago.
Nice.
20 years maybe.
Vinyl was much cheaper then?
Yeah, it was a lot cheaper.
That's cool. What's the story behind this one?
Well, in the beginning I thought it was the first pressing.
Okay.
I actually think it's the 68 because if you look down here, the bottom 3 rows, I think that was added.
Okay.
So,
wow.
The jury's out.
What's something like this go for?
Well,
sealed.
I've got it for $750.
$750.
But that's being kind.
Yeah.
if this was a true 67,
Yeah.
I see them go up to 2,500 sometimes.
Well, man, you got an amazing collection. I really appreciate you out here sharing it and letting some of it go.
Yeah, it's good to be
Is
here.
it tough to let it go?
Some of it, yeah. I'll
Sentimental.
let you know at the end of the show.
There you go. Thanks, man.
All right.
There you go. So this guy's just been hardcore collecting sealed things. There were so many sealed albums at his booth. I didn't really pop on any other. These two really spoke to me. So we've seen this in another form already. I knew if I bought anything sealed, I wasn't going to open it. So now I have a sealed copy of La Bamba. And this was there, 1987, $65. And then, of course, one of my favorite movies of all time. I just watched this again recently. It's got Zevon's Werewolves of London on there. This one went for $40 from 1986, but a completely sealed copy of The Color of Money. I don't plan on opening this. I would like to find it again opened. But yeah, so these are my first and only, well, I mean, I have a few other things that I haven't opened yet, but I intend to open. But these will be for collection inside the collection. These will be my first two forever sealed albums, I guess. There you go. That's my haul from my very first record show. It was a good time. There's more to say about the record show, but I think I'll end this video here. Did you see anything that I picked up that you'd love to have in your collection? What's some of the music you've been picking up lately? Thank you so much for watching this video. This is Tony, and well, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.